There's been lower turnout at vaccination sites as more and more people opt to skip out on getting their booster shots. Health officials are reminding the public to not take additional protection against COVID-19 for granted. Inflation picks up to 4% in March on the back of higher food and oil prices. The UAAP resumes games today with a live audience. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The Robredo Pangilinan ticket brought their campaign to Rizal Province today. Let's get the lowdown from mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, who joins us over the phone from Rizal. Hi, Jacob. How is the Lenny Kiko campaign going there so far? And is the inclement weather getting in the way of campaign activities?
Hi, Sean. Supporters were soaking wet as they anticipated and listened to the messages of their bets this afternoon in Cainta, Rizal. But supporters didn't complain. And as their narrative goes, tabi-tabi silang tumindig, or they stood in solidarity for what they believe. Vice President Leni Robredo's chance to bring a better future for the country. Senator Kiko Pangilinan thanked his Rizal supporters for always electing him as a senator in the previous election. And he said as vice president, he would further utilize the Sagip Saka Act, which would boost profits for local farmers. While Vice President Leni Robredo recalled the many projects she's had in the province, like how her office quickly came to the province's aid after the onslaught of Typhoon Ulysses. And she said this type of efficient public service is what the Lenny Kiko tandem can give them if they win.
All right, Jacob, is there going to be a grand campaign rally later tonight? What's next for Lenny and Kiko? What are their next activities lined up?
Yes, as usual, the Lenny Kiko tandem will end their campaigning here in Rizal with a grand rally later in Antipolo City, and it's expected to be bigger than the mini rallies they had in Cainta, Rizal, as there will be celebrity hosts there and artist performances. But right now, we're here in Antipolo City 2, where Robredo will be having a covenant signing with the Sumulong farmers first before the grand rally. Sean?
All right, it's good you mentioned the Sumulong farmers and that contract signing. Has the Robredo Pangilinan tandem secured any endorsements from local officials there in Rizal?
Yes, Sean, but before we get into that, I'd just like to correct my previous answer. It's going to be a covenant signing, not really a contract signing. But going into your last question, Sean, political analysts believe that if Robredo wants to increase her chances of winning, she needs to convert more votes in the Calabarzon region, which includes the province of Rizal. In the 2016 vice presidential election, Robredo did garner hundreds of thousands of votes here in Rizal, but she was still beaten by former Senator Bongbong Marcos. And that might be a bigger challenge right now, since the Yenares political clan has endorsed the unity. But still, she did get an endorsement earlier from a provincial board member of the 2nd District.
All right, tough battle in Rizal. Thank you so much for those updates. And do stay dry out there. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro reporting to us over the phone from Rizal. And in other news, more and more people are choosing not to get their booster shots against COVID-19, leaving some inoculation sites with an excess supply of vaccines. Juan Gualvez with the report.
Barangay Chairman Jolly has completed 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. After getting his 2nd dose in August, he no longer plans to get the booster dose.
Nakadalawa na naman po. Siguro sapat na yun. Yung booster shot, hindi naman po nire-required ng government.
Despite this, Cap Jolly still encourages his constituents to take the booster. But if they chose not to, he won't consider it a problem. Senior citizen Jojo also shares the same sentiment. Jojo said he's scared of the possible side effects from the booster shot.
Dapat choice na lang yun. Kung gusto mo pa magpa-booster, pa-booster ka. Diba? Kung ayaw mo, nasa sa'yo na yun. katawan mo na ngayon eh. Tapos senior ka pa.
Jolly and Jojo are among the 46.8 million Filipinos who still haven't had their booster dose. This is 70% of the 66 million who have gotten their primary doses. The DOH insists it's important to get the booster.
Vaccine efficacy wanes over time. Ibig sabihin, humihina po ang bisa ng ating mga bakuna paglipas ng panahon. Kaya naman, magpa-booster to stay protected.
While most vaccines in this health center in Manila still have a year before they expire, some are nearing expiration. The National Task Force Against COVID-19 says only 2% of the country's procured vaccines went to waste. But the task force is doing all they can to save the vaccines that are nearing expiry.
Pag meron kang malapit na sa shelf life, nire-request namin for extension and tinitingnan nila if inalagaan mo yung vaccine, nalagay sa cold storage, walang problema during its storage, tayo ay pwedeng magpa-extend sa manufacturer ng additional 30 days.
To address this, vaccine expert panel member Dr. Ronjin Solante agrees to set an expiration date on vaccination cards to encourage the public to get their boosters. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, We Are One News.
We will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The UAAP has welcomed back a limited number of fans after a 2-year absence. Marty Bautista is in the Mall of Asia Arena to tell us more. Hi, Marty. How is the atmosphere there? Bad weather and all.
Sean, the school spirit is back here at the MOA Arena as UAAP fans are allowed back inside at a limited capacity. After 2 years, fans can once again be heard chanting their school cheers. Only fully vaccinated individuals are allowed entry, so vaccine cards and face masks are a must before going in. Only the lower box, upper box, and general admission seats are available. The court area is strictly limited to bubble delegates or the players and staff. Even media personnel are not allowed to have ambush interviews with the teams due to the bubble setup. Nevertheless, fans are ecstatic to see their favorite teams once again.
All right, thank you so much for that update. Marty Bautista joining us live from the MOA Arena. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Inflation accelerated to 4% in March, faster than the 3% print in February. This comes on the back of higher food prices and consecutive oil price hikes. The latest inflation data falls on the upper end of the Bangko Central's 3.3 to 4.1% projection for the month of March, and just within the target range of 2 to 4%. Results of the 2020-2021 bar exams will be out soon. Supreme Court Associate Justice Marvic Leonen has requested for a special on-bank session on April 12 for the release of the results. Meanwhile, the oath-taking for the new lawyers is set for May 2. And Pagasa has spotted a low-pressure area off the coast of Surigao del Sur. The State Weather Bureau says this LPA is not likely to intensify in the next 24 hours. However, its shear line will bring rains to the eastern section of southern Luzon. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.